What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. Today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the pros, the cons of being a day trader and what to expect as a day trader if you're just starting off and you're interested in the stock market. Let's jump into it. I have so many people come up to me and ask me about the stock market, if it's at my daytime job, friends, family, and I tell them about what I do, and it immediately catches their eye. Or if I post something on social media, a big profit, a big trade that I did and I made a lot of money on, and it catches their attention, they immediately want to know what I do and how to do it. And when I tell them the honest truth about what it takes, it's like they either don't believe me or they lose interest. If you want to be a day trader, you're gonna have to have a passion for this. You're gonna want to have to stay up long hours, day in and day out, every weekend, study, look at charts, and be here every day for the market, to observe the market. I cannot say it and preach it enough. You have to be here every single day. And this is the honest truth. Kiss your life goodbye. Kiss your personal life, kiss your family goodbye, because you're going to be spending all of your time in the markets, because the markets are always changing. The markets are always changing. People are adapting to the markets. People are getting better. You got to think 90% of people who get involved in the stock market fail as day traders. So you got to be that small 10% that stays consistent and makes money in the market while everybody else loses. Another thing, there are a lot of bad people out there that teach bad practices. You have to be careful who you learn from. There are a lot of chat room pump and dumps out there. You got to think, why are these gurus only playing stocks with the flow of under 10 million shares? And they have 1,000 people in their chat room, so they can quickly buy in, alert that they've bought into the stock, and then they have all their sheep buy the stock, pushes them up in profit, and then they dump it on you. There are a lot of sketchy people out there teaching bad practices. I'm not going to go off saying that I hate that, because to me, that's easy money for the taking. I actually know how to trade and what to look out for and have my own strategies and playbook. And I've taught myself to trade in the stock market, so I can easily see when chat rooms are pumping up a low float stock. And if you're going to be careless and be that sheep and just follow somebody else's trade, then go for it. You're going to lose your butt off. If you're just jumping into the stock market, throwing your money into it, not knowing anything, without paper trading, not having a strategy, not knowing anything about risk management, be prepared to blow up a few accounts. If you don't know how to trade, or don't have a strategy, don't know your risk, don't know how this game works, how are you going to expect to make money in this if you don't know what you're doing? You're just throwing your money down the drain. Every single day, every single week, every single month is different in the stock market. There's algos trading in the market now, and these algos change every day, every week, every month. There are people with huge, deep pockets that move the market. There are so many strategies out there, it's unreal. You see ads on YouTube all the time about, sign up with me, I have the #1 trading strategy that will make you money. I've made $500,000 in 1 year. And then after 2 years, you never hear from them again. The honest reality truth about day trading and being in the stock market, I cannot say it enough. You have to have a passion for this. You have to have that drive. To me, yeah, the money is great when I make the money, but at the end of the day, it's not about that. I actually enjoy and love the stock market, how the stock market moves, what moves the stock market, the technical analysis, the fundamental analysis, looking for patterns, chart patterns. I can honestly say I enjoy looking for that type of stuff in the market. And it's a never ending process of learning. You could come in here with the biggest attitude thinking you're the best ever. And I could tell you right now, you are dead wrong, because the market is always right. And this market will chew you up and spit you out every single time you challenge the market and think you're better than the market. Every single time. If you come in here with a big ego and thinking you're the best and this is easy, you're dead wrong. And the market will take everything from you and then some. And that's the honest truth. This could be a dangerous game. People commit suicide over this game. People lose their house, their families over this game. If you are careless and do not manage your risk and just throw your money around in this. You have to take this seriously and look at this as if it's a business. Every day I wake up and sit down and fire up my computer, I come prepared. Every single day, this is my business. And I want to try to run this business as successful and with as little risk as possible. I'm always looking for more reward than risk every single day. Trading psychology is huge in this game. I tell people that all the time, and it's like it goes in one ear and out the other. If you don't know nothing about psychology or think you know all of psychology, you're wrong. You gotta stick with it. You gotta read about it and study it every day, every week. You really have to dedicate yourself to this game every day, every weekend. And that's why I say, if you're interested in this, when someone tells me they want to start learning about the stock market and learning about being a day trader, I instantly tell them, kiss your personal life and your family goodbye, because being a day trader is lonely. You're going to spend countless hours up late, up during the day, observing and watching the market, seeing how the market moves, studying, watching the tape, watching level 2, learning from your mistakes, and just learning. You got to get your screen time in. I'd say you got to get at least a solid 2 years of screen time in to start actually putting the pieces of the puzzle together, as I would say. There are so many different ways to make money in the market. You got to develop a strategy based around your lifestyle and your personality. You can't go off and take other people's strategy and just rely on them. I mean, you could take other people's strategies and then tweak those strategies into your own. You could do that all day, but it's a never-ending battle, like I've said, because the markets are always changing, always. And you gotta learn to adapt. That's very, very key. Strategies don't work all the time. Strategies may work one day, a week, maybe 2 weeks. But then after that, the markets change and it moves on to something else. And you gotta observe and see what the market is telling you. There's so much that goes into it, it's unreal. I'm going on my 3rd year as being a day trader, and I'm still not 100% successful. My goal is I want to try to be consistent as possible, and I still struggle with it at times because emotions come in. Me being so new to the market with only 3 years, I haven't seen all market conditions still. We're still going into a bear market, so I've never really seen a bear market. There really is a lot that goes into a factor when starting to learn about the stock market. You have so much to learn. It's not easy. I'll be the first to admit it. When I first started out, I blew up a few accounts because I followed gurus that pumped up low float stocks and then dumped them on me. Trial and error, learning from my mistakes, starting to write a journal. If you're trading on a phone and you don't have an actual laptop or a desktop to where you can look at charts, forget about it. You cannot trade off your phone and expect to be consistently profitable in the stock market. And then if you're under PDT, pattern day trader, where your account's under 25,000 and you're only limited to 3 day trades per week, that makes it even harder for you because you're limited on your trades. And if you blow through all your day trades, or if you trade and the stock spikes and goes higher and just goes crazy, that's going to start messing with your emotions. And that's why a lot of people lose in the stock market. They let their emotions get the best of them. It's a never-ending battle with your emotions. And once you start learning, and if you start learning from people who are teaching bad practices, if you start learning bad practices at the beginning, you're pretty much screwed because it's going to be very, very hard to break those bad practices and learn the correct and right way to trade. I just wanted to make a little rant video to you guys about day trading and what it's like as a day trader. Is it easy? No. It's very, very tough being a day trader, especially if you're just losing and losing and losing and losing. And trust me, I've been there. I've went months losing my butt off every other week, depositing more money into my trading account to get it up because I'd lose it all and wondering why am I losing so much. Staying in every single weekend, studying my butt off, missing out on family activities, my family wondering where I am, sheltering myself in to study to get this game. Once you do miss a weekend and you do spend time with your family and you don't study, then you feel guilty because you didn't prepare for the upcoming trading week. And if you fail and lose it during that next week, then your emotions are really gonna kick in. And then you're really gonna be kicking yourself in the butt. So that's why I say, again, if you get involved with this, again, kiss your social life goodbye. I am dead serious. Because you have to stay up with the 10% who are studying their butt off and evolving and getting better as traders. You have to stay up to par with them and be better. Because this is all a big game. It's everybody for themselves in the market. It's all about risk management. If you're buying a stock and it goes down and you're losing and you're still holding it, hoping for the stock to come back up, you're doing it all wrong. There is no hope in day trading. You're either right or you're wrong. What I did, which I was kind of lucky when I first started off learning about the stock market, is I worked at a job to where I was able to listen to headphones while I worked. And I'm working 10, 12-hour days. So what I would do is I'd get headphones, and through my whole shift at work, I would get on YouTube and I would just listen to either trading books or I would listen to day traders talk about the stock market all day, every day. And then on the weekend, I would either read books, jump on YouTube, and I would take tons and tons and tons of notes. And I did that every single day for a solid year while still trying to trade, losing my butt off trying to learn this game. And then approaching my second year, everything just started clicking and making sense. Your first year to 2 years while you're learning, it's going to be very nerve-wracking. And there are going to be times where you're going to tell yourself, is this even worth it? If you have a passion for this and you jump out of bed every single day excited about the market, then I'm going to say, yeah, this is for you. But if you don't have that work ethic and that desire to want to improve every single day, then this job is not going to be for you. It's going to take up a lot of your time, like I said, and you got to be good at spotting patterns. You got to be good at spotting patterns. If you think you could just come in here every day without studying and thinking you can just get along by just riding a spike or something, then you're going to lose majority of the time. This is an actual business, and people, like I've said, commit suicide and destroy their families over this game. This is a very serious thing if you get into it. And you got to think about all that if you decide to be day trading. There's more ways to make money in the markets besides day trading. You could be a swing trader. You could be a long-term investor. You got options, forex, futures, There's multiple ways you can make money in the markets. The markets is just one huge big casino. But I don't look at the stock market as gambling though. Once you realize that it's more risk management and you're looking for plays with more reward than risk, and you're good at managing your risk, then you'll see obviously why people can be consistently profitable in the markets. It really is fascinating. Like I said, once you learn this game and how it works and keeping up with it, it can be hard at times. But once you get into that rhythm, being up to date with the market and being here every day and just observing, everything just starts to fall into place. We'll go out on one more thing. With a big business like this, there are going to be a lot of frauds and scams out there. And like I said, just be careful who you learn from. There are a lot of people out there who teach bad practices and that are just there to take your money. I learned everything that I've known pretty much for free from YouTube, the internet, Google, Facebook, Instagram. I didn't really have to buy anything. All I really bought were a few books off of Amazon and eBay, read those books, and got recommendations from websites about other books. There's a lot of great golden content out there. You just got to know where to look. And if you come at me with, well, where do I look? I have videos on my page shouting out and showing you guys other YouTubers that I've learned from and that I follow. I even go as far as showing you great traders on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook on who to follow. There are a lot of scams out there and you gotta be careful. There are a lot of stock pump chat rooms out there. And it took me a second to realize I was a part of one when I first started. I'm not going to name any names because I don't like to throw anybody under the bus. They're out there, but I can't preach it enough. You got to put that screen time in and you got to have that drive to want to get better and be here every day. Mondays, I used to hate Mondays. Now, Mondays are my favorite day of the week. I call it Money Mondays because I spend the weekend studying my butt off, preparing for the trading week, and when Monday comes, I'm 100% prepared because I know I did my studying, I prepared, and I have my watch list ready to go for the market. And through the whole week, every single day, as soon as that alarm clock goes off, I don't care if I got home at 5 in the morning from work and I only got 3 hours of sleep. I still, after 3 years, when that alarm clock goes off, I jump out of bed and rush to my computer to start getting and going on the trading day because I love this job. To me, it's the greatest job in the world. And I wish I would have known about it and learned about it when I was younger, in high school, just getting out of high school. Now I'm just turning 30 and I've just learned about it when I was 27. I'm glad I learned about it now rather than when I'm 50 or 60 years old. But I just wanted to go on a little rant with you guys and tell you guys the honest truth, my opinion on what it is to be a day trader. And I get people coming to me all the time, whether it be on Facebook or at work or if it's family asking me what I do and they're interested and they want to start learning about being a day trader. I try to be upfront. In a way, I try to hit them with all the harsh realities first of it. You know, it's not all glamorous. I don't just show up and effortlessly make money. I have to put a lot of time and effort into this. And there are weeks I don't make money. There are weeks I lose money. And then there are weeks I make money. And it's just all about managing your risk and getting better and improving every day as a trader. It's a never ending battle. You always, every day, want to improve as a trader. Every single day. Because the markets, like I said, we're in a great time right now in the stock market. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you couldn't day trade like we do today. We are in a great time right now where the world is at your fingertips. We got the internet, social media to talk to each other. We're in a great time right now. We have iPhones to look up anything. If you had a question about anything, you could look it up instantly on your phone. Back in the day, you couldn't do that. And if you actually wanted to buy stock of something, you had to pick the phone up and call your broker. Now, with a click of a button, you can buy and sell within seconds. This is a great time to be a trader right now. And it takes a lot of hard work. And I know I keep repeating myself that this is a lot of hard work. I put out a lot of bad stuff throughout this video that may have turned a lot of you off, but it's just the honest truth. And I wouldn't want to feed you guys just all the glamorous stuff about the stock market. What I can say glamorous about the stock market is it's very, very rewarding once you learn this game. And once you learn this game, there's no greater feeling in the world about being right and seeing what a stock will do before it makes its move, calling it out before the stock spikes, trusting in yourself, and just cashing out. And another thing, which is a very, very important topic, never, ever, ever take opinions from anybody else. Always follow your own opinions and due diligence. Never ask for other people's opinions about a stock. If you're interested in a stock and you're looking on forums or asking people their opinion about the stock, you're just looking for a reason to buy the stock. If you catch yourself asking people their opinions or looking up forums on what other people are saying about a stock that you're interested in, you might as well just forget about it. Because like I said, you're just looking for an opinion. You're just looking for a way to buy it. You're doubting yourself. And always go with your gut feeling. Always. Learn to handle your emotions, trading psychology, discipline, and patience. Those are the key subjects you got to learn to master if you want to learn to be a day trader. And learning stock chart patterns. The brain is a natural pattern seeker. So alright, after all that, now it's up to you guys. If you're interested in being a day trader in the stock market and you want to make bank and you want to have that financial freedom and financial independence, start getting to work, because you got a long way to get to the top. Don't worry about what others are doing and only worry about yourself, because at the end of the day, all that matters is what you're doing. So start studying up. And that's why I say at the end of every video that I do, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Because it's like what Warren Buffett said. The stock market is like a machine that transfers money between the patient and the impatient. Until next time, guys, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. All right, later, everyone.